Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look, I am so happy to be with you today. I hope you are ready for this Monday manifestation with Coach LaShonda because I got some good stuff for y'all. I got some yummy stuff for y'all today. And so, listen, I welcome you all in. Let's take about a good 30 to 40 seconds just to go ahead and take a look at who do we have here. Good morning. Good morning. We got another Facebook user. Not quite sure what your name is, but good morning. Hey, Robin. Good morning. Thank you so much for being with us. Come on in. Hurry up, y'all. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. I got some good stuff to share with y'all. Good morning, Nisi. Glad to have you this Monday morning. This is the day that the Lord has made. We rejoice and be glad in it. Come on, everybody. I got about 40 seconds to find out who is with me this morning. Hey, Charmaine, listen, do me a favor. This is a broadcast you absolutely will want to get your friends, your family, your co-workers, your neighbors, whomever. Do me a favor right now. Go ahead and share this broadcast. Go ahead and share the broadcast right now because I want to make sure that people are on for the very beginning because I have some great stuff about manifestation that I really want to get and deliver to you today so that I can see you begin to put it in practice. All right. And so listen, good morning and welcome for those of you who are new, whether you're on Periscope, Instagram, uh, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Good morning. My name is LaShonda. I am the CEO and founder of Walk in Favor Life Coaching. I also found the movement called Living Authentically, where I work, I help, I develop, I empower women who for some reason have found themselves stuck. See, I help those women get unstuck and discover their resilience so they own their brilliance. Live a life that is authentic, free of fear, guilt, and apologies. And so I'm passionate about being able to help women because I know a burning candle loses nothing when it lights another candle. And so you have joined us on our Monday manifestations, where on Mondays we talk about how to get what's in your head out of your head into your reality. And so we are truly, truly excited about that. So good morning, Marquita. I'm glad that you all are on with me today. So look, we talk about manifestation on Mondays. I need to show you something that manifested for me over the weekend. All right. Look, are y'all with me? I need to show you all something that manifested for me over the weekend. Now, let me tell you something about manifestation. Last week, we talked about something, right? We talked about a topic. It was our step one. But understand that the step one was you plus God. So in manifestation, there is always going to be something you have to do. Don't think that you could just sit back and act like, you know what? I'm just going to wait for God to drop this on out the earth. I'm just going to wait. He going to either drop it from the heavens or he going to pull it up from the earth. Yeah, God going to do his part. He's going to do the increase. But do you remember? Do you remember he said you are to water? Well, wait, you are to plant, you are to water, and he would do the increase. Basically, what he is saying, if you don't do the planting or the watering, you just fooling yourself if you think increase is getting ready to show up. All right. And so last week you had to do something so that you would even know how to guide your actions. If you don't know last week's step, then it's going to be hard for you to figure out how to really maximize your actions because you don't know what you're looking at. All right. And so check this out. Here is something that I have wanted to manifest for several months. I knew that part of it happening was going to be my desire. It was going to be me looking. And so I went ahead and started putting it out there in the atmosphere. And then I started asking God for wisdom. Remember last week, Wednesday, I was talking about wisdom. When you have a problem, when you have a situation, don't first ask for money. Ask first for wisdom. Ask first for wisdom. And so I began to ask God for wisdom, because the thing that I wanted to be able to do, I didn't know how to do. Didn't know how to do it at all. Did not know how to do it at all. And so I had to ask God for wisdom. And over the course of this past weekend, God downloaded an avenue for me to get wisdom. Now, the wisdom was there. The wisdom was there, but I still had to take action on the wisdom. God provided the action, or God provided the wisdom, but I had to take action. And that's something that I spoke about with our Bible study on Wednesday. You got to put the word of God to action. So I was able to take action on the wisdom that he provided me, and it created a masterpiece, y'all. It created a masterpiece, okay? And so what I want to do right now is show you the masterpiece. All right, so I need y'all to tell me if y'all like it or what. All right, if you all like it or what. Here's the masterpiece. Hold on, here it is. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I know I'm a little bit ahead of y'all, and so I can see, look, this is where y'all at right now. Okay, I'm ahead of y'all, so y'all watching it. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Okay, what do y'all think? Okay, Charmaine said beautiful. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. Look, y'all, I did not know how to do that prior to this past weekend. Did not know how to do it prior to this weekend. Nisi, thank you so much. Robin, thank you so much. Charmaine, thank you so much. Marquita, thank you so much. Look, let me tell y'all, that ain't nothing but manifestation. It was something in my heart. I wanted to separate myself. I wanted to separate myself from the masses. And so I began to work on this thing. Do y'all see that border? Y'all ain't seen that border last week in the lives? Y'all see that purple border? Figured out how to do that too. No, let me take that back. I didn't figure out how to do it. God delivered the wisdom, and I put the wisdom into action. I put the wisdom into action. And for that reason, y'all, Marquita said she loved it. For that reason, and Robin said she loved the music. Y'all, I had a combination of cell phone. I had a combination of software going on. All I'm telling you, I'm not saying this to impress you. I'm just showing you this to impress upon you. I'm showing you this to impress upon you that God will give you the desires of your heart. You just got to go to work. I did the same thing for my church, because once I figured out how to do it, I was like, the house of the Lord needs to benefit from this wisdom that the God showed me how to do. Do you hear me? Yes, Nisi, you got to put in the work. God, look, you can have the desire. You ask God for the wisdom. And when he delivers that thing to you, put it to work. So look, that is going to be the intro for all of my Living Authentically videos. Okay, that's going to be the intro. Separation, right? This border, all of that. So I'm gonna be changing up some stuff now that I know how to do it. Hey, good morning, Sharon. And so listen, let me go ahead. Those of you who haven't, who just joining in, make sure you go back to the replay, because I want you to see what God manifested. I didn't know how to do this prior to COVID-19. So listen, don't get caught up in the fact that COVID-19 is a total disaster. Is how you're going to, the same wind blows on us all. Every person in the earth is dealing with it. Unfortunately, some have lost their lives, and we pray for those families. We love on those families. Those of us who are still around, let's make sure we have something to show for it. And so look, last week on Manifestation Monday, we discussed the first step to manifestation, was to gain insight on the covenant that God made with you, because God is true to his covenant, right? So whatever you want, find out what God has already said about it, because that is his promise, right? God said, ask according to his will, and his word is his covenant, his oath, his promise, his will, right? Ask according to his will. His will is his covenant. His will is his oath. His will is his promise. All of that makes up his will. I was reading this morning when the Bible said that God made a covenant, God made a promise and an oath with Abraham, right? God made a promise and an oath with Abraham. And so the promise was, I will bless you with many nations, the father of many nations. But the oath was, and I'm going to stand on this word by myself. You know, have you all ever said before, I swear by God, I swear by God? That was your way of letting the person you were speaking to know that, you know what, I ain't even making this. I'm not giving your word according to who I am. I'm giving you my word according to one that's greater than me. And certainly if I make my promise according to one that's greater than me, you can take that to the bank. So God didn't have anyone greater than himself. So he made the oath of himself. So he told, it basically went like this: Abraham, I promise that you will be the father of nation, and I back it up with myself. I swear by myself that that's going to happen. So that's the same covenant that God had with Abraham, he has with you. So you got to find out what he said, I promise, and I swear by myself. All right. And so look, how many of you engaged in that assignment? How many of you engaged in that assignment? All right. I want you to list all of what you found. Go ahead and type it into the comments. I'm not going to bring it up right now because I don't want to be long today, but I want you to type in the comments. If you did step number 1 last week, then I need for you to type it in the comments. Okay. Type it in the comments and I'll see it. Okay. And if there's anything that God say, give you a little bit more insight on, or pray with you on this, then that's what I'm going to do. So make sure, if you did step 1 last week with digging into the covenant, go ahead. Listen, digging in the covenant is part of the planting. It's a part of the watering. Okay. And so look, yesterday, my husband and I was talking about an amazing manifestation that happened on behalf of our church. And I said, you know, I'm so not surprised that God did this, because it was in his covenant. There's no be like, oh God, I can't believe you did that. That's the indicator you didn't know the covenant or you didn't believe in the covenant. God, I can't believe you would do that for somebody like me. And we've all been there. I've been there. So I just want to shock you right now with my facial expression to let you know that's not impressing God, because he's like, you should know me. You should know me. You should know my character. You should know my covenant. You shouldn't be surprised when I do stuff for you. Right? Y'all don't say that when you wake up. God, I'm so surprised you put air in my lungs today. God, see, yesterday you expected to wake up today. Yesterday, you expected to wake up today. And when you woke up today, you didn't be like, oh my God, God woke me up. He woke me. Y'all ain't do that because you expected yesterday to wake up today. And so I'm not so surprised that God did what he did for our church, because it's his covenant. Let me tell you what do surprise me, though. What surprises me is the unknown methods that he used. His methods just blow my mind. His methods blow me away. God uses methods that you didn't even fathom. That's what blows me away, is the methods, because I already know he's going to do it. And sometimes we start calculating how he's going to do it. And when he do a straight 180, that is what blows my mind, man. It's not that he did it. It's the fact of how he did it is what blows my mind. All right, so let's jump into step 2. Y'all thought we was in step 2. Girl, I was just giving you a recap of last week. I was just giving you a recap of last week. Now it's time to get in step 2. And so here is what I want to share with you. The word of God teaches us, and we're going to do 2 scriptures today. Well, 2 passages today, because it's going to be more than 2 scriptures. The word of God teaches us in Isaiah 30, 18 and 19. We talking about manifestation, y'all. So the Lord, he teaches us in Isaiah 30, okay, 18 and 19. Isaiah 30, 18 and 19, write that down, type it in. So the Lord must wait for you to come to him so he can show you his love and compassion. For the Lord is a faithful God. Blessed are those who wait for his help. O people of Zion, who live in Jerusalem, you will weep no more. He will be gracious if you ask for help. He will surely respond to the sound of your cries. Did you see in verse 18 where it says, so the Lord must wait for you to come to him? God is waiting on us to come to him correctly by his word. And when we come to him by his word, he has no choice. No choice, because this is what he set in place to show us his love and compassion. Because he's faithful, he blesses us when we do that. He will be gracious when you ask him for help. He will surely respond. The reality is, manifestation shows from response. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You hear me? He said, you have not because you ask not. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. He said, knock, you shall find. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. He said, seek. He said, knock and the door should be open. Seek and you shall find. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Ask and you shall receive. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. So if you're not knocking, if you're not asking, and if you're not seeking, you're going to end up with nothing. All right? So this seeking is serious. All right? Because Luke 17:21 says the kingdom of heaven is within. I know the majority of the time, because I was in that place, I was looking out. Where's it? Where is it? When is coming? Right? But God said, Jesus said in Luke 17, the kingdom of God is within. So one of the most poignant or touching teachings of the Bible is its reference towards seeking heaven within yourself instead of it in eternal reality. So many people are seeking this and that, and they are neglecting to seek within self. You and I are the image of God. We look like him on the inside and the outside, our spiritual and physical. However, our spiritual is more close to him than the physical, because you got this flesh and all that, but the spiritual is just straight uncut. But people are busy looking and seeking this and that and neglecting to seek inside, because Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is inside. So, there are a lot of people who are really, really having a hard time with COVID-19. Not that they are dealing with the symptoms. It's what their challenge is that they're having a hard time being with themselves. I have seen the social media posts talking about it's hard to be in the house. I gotta get out. I got to go do something. And I know being cooped up in the house can take its toll. But the gist of what they're saying is, I'm not used to it just being me. I need something around me to make me feel whole. See, Jesus was known to point to the fact that there is really no outside, but that everything was within us. Everything is within us because his spirit is in us. The authentic teachings, literally, of law of attraction. I don't know if you all remember The Secret. The authentic teachings of law of attraction always talk about how the outer reality is nothing but a reflection of the inner reality. You may say, well, LaShonda, what does this have to do with manifestation? It has everything. Because if your outside world reflects your inside world, then your manifestation, what you see on the outside, shows us what's going on in the inside. That's why God said we need to be bearers of good fruit. We need to be a good tree so the outside fruits show that we are good. So if you would stop focusing so much on your current reality and spend more time visualizing the kind of reality that you want, it will bring you inner peace and place you in alignment with your desire. I promise you it will. So instead of seeking I can say this word, satisfaction from the external reality, focus on the inner peace of being. Remember weeks ago, I said that the enemy can't do anything with the believer that remains in peace, because when you are in peace, you get to hear the wisdom of God. You get to hear the voice of God. And then when you act on it, you get the result that wisdom generated. Just like my new opening video, I had to get quiet. I had to get to myself. I had to focus on what I wanted. And when God delivered the wisdom, I took action and look at the final result. It's always going to happen that way. So when we're talking about manifestation, it's no skipping steps. You must do it in the order that God said it. So when you stay in this peace, your vibration will move up. Check that. Your vibration will move up to match that of your desires. And this will directly lead you to attract them into your reality. So I've been wanting an intro video for months. I just had to keep on getting in tune, getting in alignment so that it could manifest. There was always a manifestation date. I was never in question if there was going to be a manifestation date. My question was when there was going to be a manifestation date. And so I want you to focus on creating. So here is what this is step 2, right? Here's the step 2. But this step 2 is going to be probably step 2 part A, step 2 part B, part 2, step 2 part C. All of this needs to go in step 2. So I'll be delivering it to you over the next Mondays. So don't miss a Monday, okay? Don't miss a Monday. But in the meantime, I want you to focus on creating a positive environment, right? Clean and tidy your house. Add splashes of bright color that put you in an upbeat mood. Remember, we're talking about vibration. We're talking about energy. Air out your rooms by opening the windows and consider bringing in some gorgeous flowers to beautify your living space, right? The reality is this week, my entire office is about to get a makeover. Next week, y'all not gonna even see this. This not gonna even be my office. I'm moving it downstairs. New furniture is being delivered this week. New wall fixtures and decorations. Everything is about to change because I want to create an environment that is going to help me manifest greater, right? I want to manifest greater. God said that if we are faithful over little, he will make us rulers over much. So I'm displaying, I'm working to be faithful over the what God has given me. I also want to get to the next level. So I'm going to create an environment that's going to help me get there. And I'm so grateful to my BFF because she's coming by and she's doing it all. She's doing everything. Okay. So I'm excited about that. So I want you to create a space. Y'all see my lights back there? All this is going downstairs. Everything is going downstairs. Well, not the furniture. Okay. But create an environment that when you get in it, you feel peaceful, you feel open, you feel free, you feel like you want to think. You want your mind to be open for God to download. And then finally, think about potential negative influences in the home and get rid of them. You don't need anything snatching the energy out of you. So think about potential negative influences in the home and get rid of them. It's time to ditch things that remind you of past failures. It's time to ditch things that remind you of breakups. It's time to ditch things that remind you of experiences that brought you down. Get rid of that stuff. Every time you look at it, you be like, oh, get rid of that, man. It's not serving you. Okay. So that's something I wanted to share. And now I'm going to give you two more things and we're done. Okay. I want you to establish a morning ritual and I want you to establish an evening ritual. Now don't get spooky. Talk about rituals, what you talk, chants. No, rituals is another way of saying routine. Rituals is just another way of saying routine. I want you to establish a morning routine and I want you to establish an evening routine every day. Okay. And so here is the morning. Every morning, I want you to repeat affirmations that connect you with good feelings about your thing you want to manifest. All right. Because sometimes people be like, I want to manifest more money. And when they don't see it, they be like, man, when am I going to ever get it? Is it ever going to come? You see how your mouth just now started canceling. So, and you should know affirmations. We did almost a whole month of affirmations. I'm probably not going to give you all any more affirmations because I want you to use your creativity and I want you to come up with something that's going to be special to you. Okay. I was giving you all general and I have my own personal, but I was giving you general, but now I want you to make something just for you. So I want you to repeat affirmations that connect you with the good feelings about your goal. For example, here I'm giving an example. You might say, everyone can see my creativity and talent, right? That's what I remember, y'all. When I was like years ago, I used to always say how I was not creative. And you know what? That always manifested. It wasn't until really the last year that I started changing it. And it was just really God caught my attention. He said, why do you keep saying that? And you know, if God asks you why you keep saying something, you know you really ain't got no good answer. You know, so you just got to sit there with it. Because I wanted to say it's the truth. But obviously, if God is asking you why you keep saying that, that's an indicator that's not the truth. So I didn't say that. I didn't say that's the truth. But you know what I started saying? I started saying this. God, I am created in your image and you are a creative God. So I receive your creativity in me. See, that's how I had to start an affirmation. I couldn't, I wasn't able to jump out there and just first off start saying I am creative because I didn't believe it. There's no need of saying it if you don't really believe it. So I had to tweak mine a little bit to where I knew 100% it was believable. And then I began to believe more about me. So what was believable was that I was created in God's image. I knew that. What was also believable was that God is a creative world. God, I'm looking at, I mean, the world is an example of that. So those two things were true. And then the third thing I said, and I am, and I have your creativity. That was true. It just hadn't been developed because my mouth had been shutting it down for so many years. And so it was like I had to start where I was at, right? You know, when you hear people meet folks where they are, I had to meet myself where I was at. I had to be patient with myself. I had to be loving with myself. I had to be kind with myself. Okay. So I started there. I started there. I said, God, you created me in your image. That's true. I said, God, you are a creative God. That's true. I said, God, your creativity lives in me. That's true. I kept saying all of that to the point I got to, I am creative. I am creative. I write best selling. I produce. I am. So it went through a process, right? And so today, everyone can see my creativity and talent. So if you're trying to advance, that could be something that you say. So when you say it, it makes you feel good about what it is that you want to see. So say your affirmations at least a few times every morning and make eye contact with yourself in the mirror as you do it. Don't be looking somewhere. Put them in your heart so that when you say them in the mirror and you're looking right at yourself. So that's your morning ritual. Here's your evening ritual, okay? Every day, go to a quiet space and meditate for 5 to 10 minutes. So that quiet space could be that area that you set up just for you, just for you, just for you. This space that we're in, this is my space. I've been putting little stuff in it, but this is just for me. Don't nobody really come up in here. My husband would come up in here like if he's going to teach Wednesday Bible study, he want to sit in here. Don't nobody come up in here. When they want to come, they ask, because this is my space. It has my books over here. It has my Bibles. It has the remembrance of my mom here. It has the bright colors. It has the flowers. It has the lighting. It has the Alexa for music. This is my space. It has a portable fireplace. This is my space. So go to a quiet space and meditate for 5 to 10 minutes and just let your body feel with calmness and positivity. And next, create a gratitude journal and write down a few things that you appreciated that day. Because remember that small things are just as important as the bigger things. All right? All right? Do y'all see that? And so, does that make sense? Does that make sense? I see y'all have a lot of comments. Okay? And I didn't want to break my flow by going in and addressing the comments. That's not normally what I do. I like to put y'all comments out there. But today I needed y'all to get this, okay? So forgive me for not putting the comments out there. The beauty is they are still in the live. You're welcome, Jocelyn. You're welcome. Nisi, thank you so much. Yes, Sharon. She said, I want to manifest a family for my son. Yes, you can do it all, y'all. We can do it all. We can do it all. We are incredible women of God. We are created in his image. Everything that he is, we are. Everything that he is, we are. Okay? And so, that's what I wanted to share with you all today. You see why I said share this broadcast early? Share this broadcast with people early, because this was powerful. God just really put it together for me last night. I was up at 11:30 putting this together for you. I was putting this together for you. So I want you to utilize it. I want you to put it into action, because I want you to manifest more. I want to manifest more than I've already manifested. I want you to manifest more than you've already manifested. God said that he would open the windows of heaven and pour out blessings we don't even have room to receive or room to contain. That means that we don't supposed to be at barely enough. We don't supposed to be at just enough. We supposed to be beyond enough. We supposed to have plenty to share and plenty to spare. That's what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be in the overflow, so that if this cup was overflowing, yeah, y'all, yeah, that's my cup. If this was overflowing, that means it would be draining down, which means that anything that's beneath this would feel the effects of what's overflowing in this. And so we want to make sure that we are an overflow reservoir. We want to be an overflow reservoir. Look, we want to be a reservoir. We want to be the rushing dam. We want to be the distributors. And what's beautiful about being a distributor is that it hits your hand first before you give out. So you get blessed from it first, and then you're able to bless others. So that's why God said, I will bless you, and then you will be a blessing to the nations. So you want to be a distributor. And says this is confirmation. We want to be distributors. We want to be distributors. We want to be reservoirs. We want to be like that rushing dam. We want to be the cup that's overflowing. We want to be. That's right, Marquita. Today is full of possibilities. Yesterday has left us. Tomorrow isn't promised. So today must be filled with possibilities. All right. And so I have a few things that I have to do today. Y'all already know that this coming Saturday, we are getting together for clarity. We're getting together for clarity. And so I hope y'all will register. And if you're not, there go the link right there. Get yourself registered and complete those 4 questions. There's been some people that have literally completed their name and email address, but did not complete the 4 questions. I got news for you. You are not registered. You are not registered, because we got to be able to follow instructions. God is setting us up. We got to follow his instructions. So we want to be in alignment with what the assignment is, right? With what the assignment is. I'm looking so forward to connecting with you all this Saturday. I'm looking so forward to connecting with y'all this Saturday, so that we can get together and get clear. Because the more clear you are, the better you can run fast. You know, when you think about this. Have you ever been on a road trip and you kind of didn't know where you were going? Isn't it amazing how you didn't drive as fast? You were like really looking everywhere. You was over here and you was looking over there, and you was like, man, this don't look familiar. You were all over the place. So you were not even able to focus on the goal, because you wasn't really sure if you were going in the right direction. You didn't drive as fast as you normally drive because you didn't know if you were going in the right direction. And so when you have clarity, you can run fast because you know where you're going. And when you start seeing the stuff on the left and the right, you don't get caught up. You don't start rubbernecking, right? Because rubbernecking slow you down and everybody behind you down. When there are accidents on the road, you know what I do? I say, Lord, bless them and their family. And I keep my eyes focused, because I can't do nothing about that situation physically. You like go over there and what am I looking for? So I ask God, intervene in that situation. And I keep moving. I'm not rubbernecking. I don't want you rubbernecking in your life. You looking over here, you looking over there, you looking up there, you looking down there. I don't want you rubbernecking in your life. I want you staying laser focused. Okay? So join us. Join us this Saturday. You must register. Those of you who are already registered, you will be receiving an email from me today, just to kind of get you fired up about Saturday. And on Thursday, I'm going to send you everything. Yes, right. Don't rubberneck. I'm going to send you Thursday how to gain access. And when you get on, you're going to have to be in a waiting room for a minute, because I'm going to be checking to make sure that everyone that's in that waiting room, they did register, right? It was already free. So come on, if it was free, just do what it takes to get in. But I want the committed people. Interested people do what's convenient, but committed people do what it takes. I want to see the committed people, point blank, period. Because if you were committed, you registered. If you're interested, you trying to get the hookup from your girlfriend. Girl, give me that link and stuff. We're not giving off links and stuff. It's free. All right. So I'm excited about it. I look forward to seeing you all. Saturday, I may be in my new space for you all. All right. I may be in my new space, but if not, it'll be next week. Okay. So look, that's what I wanted to share today. Ann said, that's good. That's what I wanted to share with you today. So listen, may God bless you. May God keep you. May his face shine upon you. And so those of you who missed it, let me show you. Let me show you. So listen, I'm out. All right. But go out on this. See y'all tomorrow. No, I'm Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. All right. See you. You're welcome. You're welcome. May God bless y'all. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I love you too, Sharon. We're going to connect, niece. We're going to connect. All right.